Ah, sweet darlings. Hi, lovies. I know you didn't expect me to go live tonight, and that's okay. And it's Christmas, and I still have the flu, and I look like a hot mess, and that's okay. But I did want to come on here and let y'all know that I love y'all so much, and y'all been so sweet and kind, and I got my voice back. My eyes are messed up. All my ducts are still all jacked up, and my face is just a hot mess. Everything's a hot mess, but y'all love me, and I appreciate you. I appreciate every last one of you. But I wanted to come on here on Christmas Day and just tell you that I love y'all so much, and I never expected this little family to grow like it did, and it is, and it has. And I love y'all, and y'all put up with so much. You put up with me being batshit crazy, and you just deal with me, just all this crap, and me being sick, and having to deal with all this stuff. And I just love y'all so much. Your patience is more than I could ever show gratitude for. So I just want to say thank you. And I hope you've had the most merriest of Christmases. And if you haven't, well, I'm here to just be part of your family, to let you know that I love you and we're here. Hello, Dragonfly. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'm so sorry that I was not able to come on live Friday, and um, I just now got my voice back. I've been real sick, real sick. I told y'all, look at my eye. Look at this. Ooh. Yeah, it's nasty and ugly, but it's going to be all right. Nadia worked on me. She did some healing on me, and I'm so much better. And just from her healing, I have a voice. I couldn't even talk yesterday. So I just wanted to come on real quick and say hi, and I love you. Me and my fruit fly. Y'all, whoever this little fruit fly is, I'm sure that we're going to find out in the end of days who this little fruit fly is, but whatever. Hi, dumpling, honey. Well, I am. Hi, Caroline. Too quick for you? No, Caroline. Honey, I hope that you got my email to you to see them babies. Just real quick, just to show you how much you made an impact on them babies. Okay. Just so you know, oh my goodness. Yep, I do. And I love y'all. How was y'all's Christmas? Are you okay? How's the weather? Are y'all like snowed in, freezing to death? Whew. I don't want to see my bills next month because all my heating's gone through the roof, and we've had pipes freeze. None of them busted. Praise you, Lord Jesus, and I ain't even Catholic, but yeah, yeah. It's been a rough few days. I've been so sick I couldn't even get out of bed. And I apologize about Friday night's um, show, I couldn't even hold my head up, let alone read cards. I just couldn't. But I want to just pop in, and I tried to send out text messages to as many people as I could and just say I love you and I'm thinking about you. And coming on here tonight, it wasn't about reading cards or anything. I just wanted to say hi and I love you, and I hope that you've had a Merry Christmas. Freaking cold. Heat wave today of 22. I hear you, Dragonfly. We hit 0 degrees, and then I think wind chill was -18. Um, and then we're coming back up. So now we've hit the upper digits without the wind chill. We've hit 18 degrees. So hey, double digits. So we're doing good. Yes, Miss Dumpling. Oh, well, thank you. I just want to let you know that I'm not dead. I'm I'm still really sick, but I'm doing okay, and I'm gonna come on here tomorrow, and we're gonna do our show, and we're gonna be all right. 44, Cheryl, don't make me hurt you. Now stop that. Don't make me hurt you. But you know what? 44 in Naples and even in Florida, that's still cold, honey, because you ain't used to that. I know. I know. It's cold. It's cold for you guys because that's not normal for us. Look how bad this is. You see this? My ducts are clogged. And I was told that I could pop it, but I, I don't have a desire to do that. It's bikini season. You know what? When we hit double digits today, I actually laughed, and I told the kids, I said, hey, pull out the pool because it's time to celebrate because we hit double digits because it's been so cold. A hot tea bag. Will that help, Cheryl? Hey, I'm willing to do anything. I've done cold compresses, hot compresses. All my ducts have been clogged, and then this is the one that's left, and it's just popping in there. It looks ugly. I'm so sorry. You have to look at that, but yeah, it's me. But it's been a good Christmas. I mean, the babies were happy. The littles, that's all that matters. They were happy, and you know, I've spent the afternoon playing with baby dolls and cars and trucks, and as the little man says, beep beeps. I've been doing all that stuff. Okay, it helps with styes good because I'm pretty sure that's what that is. It's just a sty, but with colds, and it is what it is. I will do that, Miss Cheryl. Thank you. But how was your all's Christmas? Just real quick. I'm not going to keep you. We're not here to do any big fancy show. I just wanted to say hi. Warm, moist heat will draw it out. Well, that would explain the tea bag. Okay. Yeah, yesterday I didn't even have a voice. Nadia called me and she worked on me. Well, she worked on me 2 days in a row, and she just kept working. And all of my family's been so sick. All the babies and everybody else were doing good, and then I was just, of course, at the end of the pile. Basically, Jim was just at the base of the pile of shit. That's what I was dealing with, but that's okay. It's okay. But we got through it, and I got enough energy, and my family helped do Christmas dinner, and here I am. Um, I still don't sound very good, and it's okay. We made it. Christmas was quiet. Don't be a kid. Caroline's yelling at me. Touch, 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 touch. We're human beings. We're going to touch our eyes, okay? It doesn't work that way. I don't believe in all that crap. We're going to touch and we're going to do this. It's normal. I wash my hands, I sanitize my hands, but this is normal. It irritates the crap out of me. So if I sit there and do this, it's probably going to make you lose your marbles. But it is what it is. It's okay. Hi, Joe. Honey. I just popped in to say hi and Merry Christmas, and I love y'all. I was thinking about you, and I felt so bad that I couldn't even talk. I wanted to do this yesterday, and I couldn't even speak. But um, Nadia worked on me, and she gave me some healing, and I managed to get my voice back, and so here I am. So we come together as a family, and I pray that each of you had great, great Christmases, no matter how that was for you. If it was quiet and you were alone, but you were at peace, then I'm happy for you. So, yes, you guys talk amongst yourselves, and I love that. Y'all get in touch with each other. I just wanted to pop on and say, hey, and I haven't forgotten you, and I felt horrible for canceling Friday's show, but I was so sick I couldn't even set up, let alone read cards. So, um, y'all just keep talking amongst yourselves. I'll just sit here and look like a dummy. Um, how was your Christmas? Are you guys doing okay? Um, I had a beautiful surprise. My son and my daughter in law surprised me. They drove in from North Carolina and I didn't know it, and they surprised me. Well, boy, wasn't it a surprise because I was dead asleep under flu medication, and Lee, being an asshole that he was, came in and says, "Hey, babe, I need you to come help me with something." And I woke up out of a dead sleep and I went, okay, okay, thinking something was seriously wrong. So I wake up, my hair is out to here, and I look sicker than a dog, can't speak, wakes me out of a cold medicine coma. And I walk in, and my son and my daughter in law are standing there, and I'm like, I'm going to have to kill him later. But it was a beautiful surprise. And they were in for a couple of days, and I got to love on them for a couple minutes, and that was beautiful. But yeah, Lee, aka Magic Mike's gonna pay the price for that one because you could have given me a better warning. At least let me brush my hair or do something. Did I think I was dreaming? You know what, Dumpling? I was in a beautiful dream. I was dreaming about Trump and stuff that was going on, and he had the nerve to come in and wake me up. He needs his ass whooped, I'm just saying. But they came in and they surprised me, and even if it was just for a half an hour or so, they had other places to go because she's got family here too, and I got to love on them. And they weren't they didn't know that I had had the flu, so we did hugs from a distance, and that was sad. But I'm not contagious. I just sound like crap. But, you know, it is what it is. But I was just glad I got to see him and I got to love on him. And that's what Christmas is about. Yeah, they didn't care, Dumpling, and I didn't care either. I was so glad to just get to see them, and just the babies' faces this Christmas, just watching them, you know, just loving on them, and they got to open their little presents, and they did their thing. And you know what the coolest thing for me was? It wasn't the presents that actually got them this year. It was just they're little empaths, they're little baby empaths, and they've been so worried about me being so sick, curling up in bed with me with a little tablet and watching little toddler shows. Little man just curling up with me for half an hour. Oh, Lee'll tell you. And so Kayla and all the rest of them, they snuck in and watched us from a side view. And we're just sitting there watching Mickey Mouse sing hot dog, hot diggity dog, and just little songs like that, Five Little Ducks. And we just lay there and snuggled. It had nothing to do with presents, it had nothing to do with food. We just snuggled because they knew I was so sick and I couldn't get up. But those little babies just curled up with Mimi and they just loved on me. And we just sang songs together, just laying there. We sound like a bunch of hound dogs that don't have a voice for nothing. But you know what? That was the greatest thing ever. It was the greatest thing ever. They just laid there and loved on me. And then little man, oh, he got mad at his mama. She got too close. And she said, Bubba, come on, you come with me and give Mimi a break. And he said, hey, he said, stop it. We're singing. That's what he said. So we went about singing. And they had to leave us alone because we was having fun. You know what? It is, Dumpling. And the one thing that I really want to emphasize, and I talked about it earlier, but I think I'm going to emphasize it. If we want to start from scratch, like from 2023 on, and start something new, that would be a good place to start a new journal. Um, just to write down that everyday thing, even if it's a one liner. It doesn't have to be a whole diary entry, just a one liner. Just having a really crappy day, or I'm having a really good day, and this is what I got accomplished. I think maybe we should do that as a collective. Maybe if we do it, then we can get together every Friday and say, hey, what was your biggest accomplishment this week? There's nothing wrong with that. But if we do it as a group, then we hold each other accountable and we start talking about it just because you're not alone. I'm not alone, you're not alone, and we get to talk about stuff like that. But this little diary that I get online is actually beautiful because I get to record it, but it's not everything. But I would like to look into how many of you would be interested in that. I would even do a whole separate show. I'd just call it Jen's Chat Crew Diary Recap for the week. And we just talk about it because that's how we grow together. This is not a normal everyday tarot channel. I know a lot of people would like it that way, and the channel would probably grow more if it wasn't just so batshit crazy. But you know what? I like it the way it is. I know that sounds weird. I like it the way it is. I like the fact that I know every one of you by name. I know where you live. I know your needs and your wants and what's going on with you. And I actually don't have a problem with leaving it alone. I just think that that's where I'm comfortable with. I know many of you, oh no, we need Jen's channel to grow and like, subscribe, and hit all the dingy buttons. You know what? I'm actually okay with the way it is because I helped create a family that we all know each other by name. And we created a links to where we can talk to each other no matter what. And if you need something, you can reach out. I'm not dealing with 5,000 people and I have to remember everybody's name. I like it. Because it's not about money for me. I like where we're at. I like our little family. I know. Everybody says that's not a very good business aspect. But it's not all about business. I I like the humanitarian. Remember how I told you humanitarian starts now? Well, humanitarian starts now. Why does my channel need to grow to 5,000, 100,000? I don't want to have to remember that many people. That's great if I want to monetize it to that point. Money is not important. Money is important because I have to feed my family. But you understand what I'm saying? No, I like knowing that if Dumplin emails me, I know who Dumplin is. If Cheryl emails me, I know who Cheryl is. Caroline's probably wanting to forget who I am at this point. I'm just teasing, honey. I love you. It's just the fact that it's so personal and it's intimate. And I know if someone says, hey, by the way, I talked to so and so today, I know who it is. We got a couple Debs in here, but I know who Deborah, or Debbie is, and I know the difference. I just like it that way. I just don't feel the need that I need to grow the channel to where, it used to start out with, I've got to have 1,000 subscribers and I got to do this. Not actually anymore. I like it. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I do. Me too, Joe. I like the intimacy. I know that when I reach out and if somebody says, hey, have you talked to Joe? I know who we're talking about. There's not 50 Joes in there. I know we're talking about our Joe. Well, no, but I've got her number and I'm going to email her and I'm going to text her right now. Joe, you doing okay? I mean, that's just the way I feel. I just don't feel that, I don't think that this tarot channel was meant to grow in that aspect. It wasn't meant to be a tarot channel where everything's business, 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 flip cards, flip cards, flip cards. No, this channel was meant to be flip cards for family. And that's what we're doing. And if we grow one or two here and there, I think that's beautiful. But I just don't think that the hunger for and the greed for numbers and monetization, I'm over it. I don't care. I don't. I just love y'all. And I want to be able to pull cards for you because I know when I go on here live and we do pull cards, hey, what's everybody's job in Atlantis? I know I can get to every single one of you and no one's left out. That I don't have 1,500 people. I got to everybody because everybody's equal and everybody's important to me. So I think that's beautiful. And that's a beautiful Christmas message. Our intimate family is the most beautiful Christmas gift I could ever receive. And I thank you for that. As ugly as I can get and as horrible as I sound, y'all deal with me being sick and the littles in the background and all that stuff, and y'all deal with interruptions and little meowy cats and all. Y'all just still love me, and but I'm here for you. And if you text me in the weird hours and you say, Jen, I'm just having an off day, can you pull cards? I want to be able to do that and never question which person am I talking to when we're talking about here. I like knowing that when you text me, I know who I'm talking to. And I absolutely have no problem doing it. I just say, give me a second, babe. I'm right on it. And I do that. It's just my opinion. Hi, Michael. You come on in here dancing now. I told Nadia she gave me your message, honey. Thank you, darling. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. I just wanted to say hi. I'm not gonna keep you. I didn't come on here to pull cards or nothing. I just missed y'all. I've been so sick and couldn't talk, and I'll still be on here tomorrow at 11 if you want to join me. But I just want to say hi. I love y'all. And I hope y'all had a good weekend, good blessings. You know, whether it was filled full of family or you were alone, you know what? You're never alone because I was there with you. I promise. I promise. Yep. All of you. Brianna, how you doing, precious? Merry Christmas to every last one of you. We've all been doing our own thing, and we thought we were going to be in, when it comes to the RV. I know how Michael feels. We all thought we was going to be in a different place at this point. It didn't happen. That's okay. But we didn't give up. We're still here. We're still together. We're always going to hang in there, and we're going to hold on to each other. We're going to hang on to the love and light and the energy. And no matter how many times tarot tells us, well, it's this and this. Remember, I always told you guys, tarot can be wrong. Tarot actually feels bad. It has a consciousness and says, as of right now, this is what it is. But they also kind of bury their head and going, but you know what? It could change. We don't hold that against tarot. Just as well as I know you don't hold that against me of the way I read it. Or any other tarot reader, because I know you guys watch multiple tarot readers, and I think that's beautiful. It is what it is. We are where we're at, and I think it's beautiful. And we keep our love and light and our energy high, and whether we're sick or not, and if I'm down, please go to somebody else. I'll be back as soon as I'm able to. I've got a voice now. It came back today. Maybe that's not a good thing, but yeah. Yeah. Guys, I'm not going to keep you. We've got almost a half an hour. I just wanted to pop in and say hi, and I just hope that y'all had a Merry Christmas. And I'll be with you tomorrow at 11 if you'll have me. And tomorrow's show, there's no rhyme or reason to it. We're basically just whatever y'all want to do. You know, if something's happened over the Christmas weekend, or you want to pull cards on if there's intel. I haven't really watched anything. I don't know how you guys have been. Oh, I'm just looking at my phone. It says, did you know you were live? Apparently I'm live. So, hey. You're pleasantly surprised. Well, you know what? I'd rather you be pleasantly surprised about anything than duly disappointed. Absolutely. Dumpling, I've done that too. I've really pulled back on intel and info that's coming in because it's just it's a monotonous repeat of constant I don't know, like especially with the political stuff, they're just constantly harping at each other and doing this, blame, pointing fingers, and I'm just over it. I try to pay attention to, of course, and Michael will understand this, the RV stuff. It's important that we understand and keep up with to date with that, but at the end of the day, you know what? We got to do our own thing. We're going to live our lives every day and what we're dealing with, and we're going to keep our vibrations high and our energy high. And if we can help each other through that, then that's what we're going to do. If there's breaking news, well, better be some pretty breaking news, because at this point, I'm kind of over. I don't know what the shock value is that you're looking for, because it's just not there. But we do live every day to just stay upbeat, sick or not. I still try to stay upbeat, and that's what we're going to do. And that's okay. I'm the comfy chair by the fire. Well, just make sure the chair's not too close, because it might spontaneously combust. It has been known to do that before, but yeah, just you just curl up and we just chit chat, and you can have hot coffee or hot cocoa. Honey, make yourself a hot toddy. Pull up and sit down, and let's just snuggle and let's just talk, and we can be mushy, or we can throw each other under the bus. But at the end of the day, I know when we're throwing each other under the bus, it's funny and it's haha. And we just send them to Joe, and she'll throw them off the cliff if they take it too seriously. That's just the way I look at it. We cannot take this life in this three-dimensional world so seriously that we forget just how to live. And we just love on each other. That's it. We're here and we love each other. And I love you guys. Yep. Joe's going to throw us off the cliff. And one of us or two of us are going to be runners, running hot cocoa up to Joe just to make sure she stays warm and have her a blankie. And that's what we do. And that's why I like the fact that my channel's not growing. Do you ever think that you'd hear somebody say, I'm glad my channel's not growing? I actually really am glad that it's just us. I know you guys by name. Well, Brianna, where we go one, we go all, honey. That's all right. Catching at the bottom. Now, Joe, I ain't got no trampoline down there. Am I supposed to literally catch them? There ain't no bouncy house down there. I've been sick and I'm weak. I don't know what you want me to catch, honey. You better have something down there to catch them. They bounce right back to you. If we're just doing circus games at this point. I just like the fact that we're there for each other, and I love you. And anytime you guys have a question, you can stop me at the middle of the day, and I know who you are, and I'll pull cards and say, here you go. And there's your answer, and there's no questions asked. If I had 2,000 people, I can't do that. So I'm really glad it is the way it is. I know that sounds weird. I'm just glad it is the way it is. And I love y'all for it. Pick them up when they fall. What do you think I am? A corn husker? No. I got no farm equipment down here, Joe. No. Mm-mm. No. Queenie's got other things to do, Joe. Now, come on. You're going to have to hire somebody out for that job. I'm still reading cards. Bury him? Oh, now I got a shovel. Okay. All right. Well, bury him. Okay. We might do that. I'll leave it to Joe. That's all right. That's what we do. That's what we love Joe for. See what I'm talking about? We couldn't have these conversations if we had thousands of people in here. Nobody would understand what we're talking about. I love y'all. Y'all talk to each other, and I love you so much, honey. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. There's no words that I could tell y'all, especially on this Christmas day, of how much I love y'all and how precious y'all are to me. And we ain't even been on here a few months, but I'm telling you, we got this precious little family, and I wouldn't give you up for nothing. You could torture me, and I still wouldn't. You could throw me off the cliff, and I still wouldn't give you up for nothing. And I love you. I'm not keeping you. It's Christmas. I know y'all got better places to be. I just want to let y'all know that I'm still alive. I have been really sick, but I'm much, much better. And I thank y'all for your energy and your prayers and all those beautiful things that you send. And Nadia worked on me and all the healing. My whole family's been sick, but they're all bouncing off the walls. I'm just the last to kind of get it back, but I'm all right. Gonna be all right. Chicken soup, honey. I've done that and resting. Yep. I was in a dead sleep. Yeah. Oh, y'all gonna get on the Magic Mike Limo here in a minute. I was in the most dead sleep earlier. Dead sleep in the afternoon. I was sleeping so good, and I had taken a dose of medication. I was just out. And they know once I go to sleep, don't bother me. This man comes in and he shakes me. He says, "Babe, you got to come in here and help me." And of course, I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he goes, "Babe, you got to come in here and help me." And I went, "Okay." So I get up, hot mess. And that's the way they surprised me that my son and daughter in law had come in from North Carolina. Hmm. Yeah. So I walk in and I'm half out of it. And I look at my daughter and I looked her square in the eyes and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then my son walks around the corner and he says, "Hi, Mommy," and comes and gives me a hug in a dead sleep, a dead sickness sleep. Y'all gonna give Lee a hard time, okay? Now you whoop him. That's what they did to me. Hmm. Yeah. Beautiful surprise, but that's not exactly how you do it because Mama was not prepared. Pretty? No, it's not, Joe. You're supposed to whoop him and throw him off the cliff. What are you talking about? I just walked in. Of course, some babies didn't care. I mean, they're just looking at me. I mean, they're 26, 27 years old, and they just say, "Hi, Mommy." And they're just loving on me. And I'm going, "What in the hell is happening?" And I just looked at Lee like, "I'm going to kill you." Don't let Magic Mike get away with this. Y'all going to give him hell. Promise me. That's ugly. That's nasty and ugly. All right, darlings. Yeah, you heard me. Anyway, I ain't gonna keep y'all. I love you. I love just talking to you. You go, Dumpling. I love you, honey. I know you're West Coast. I love you. Merry Christmas, Dumpling. All right, guys. I'm not keeping you. Been here 40 minutes. I just want to say hi. I'm not dead. I still sound and look like crap, but I'm not done. We're still going to go for tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. Now, Lee doesn't have to work tomorrow, so he's supposed to be here. So, y'all promise me that's my Christmas present. Y'all give him a hard time. Don't you ever do that to Jen again because that ain't funny. That's nasty and ugly. But I will see you tomorrow morning for Monday morning show. Now, no matter what that is, it doesn't matter. Monday morning after Christmas, it could be anything. We'll just sit and chat like we are now. But we can pull cards if you like. I just want to say hi. I love you. I miss you. I'm sorry about Friday, but I just couldn't. But I love you. And I hope y'all had a most beautiful Merry Christmas and your energy and vibration's good. I love y'all. I do. Love and light and some and a whole lot of lobe. Michael, dance our way out of here, honey. Start the conga line, sweetheart. Everybody follow Michael out. And if you'll join me tomorrow morning at 11, we'll have a little get together with our little family. I love y'all. You're so precious. I love you, darlings. Sweet dreams, darling. Bye bye. Blessings.